Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome back to Loc's Lux Lifestyle. Welcome back to another video. So today I am back with another lock chat, and today we're going to be talking about hair oil. So let's get right into it.
As the sun shines in all of my glory, my flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of?
So if you've been keeping up with some of my recent lock chat videos, I've kind of been doing like a little series. It started with me just doing a Q&A of some of the most frequently asked questions I get about my locks and the lock journey. And from there, it's just kind of spiraled into a series of other videos. So the last video I did, I talked all about the different shampoos that I've used on my locks. And on that video, someone asked if I could talk about oils. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. All the different hair oils I have tried on my locks. So quick disclaimer before we get into this video. I know disclaimers are super annoying, but for my sanity, I have to do a quick disclaimer. So I am not a professional. I do not market myself as a professional. When it comes to locks and the lock journey, I started my locks myself about 2 years ago. So my content is basically documenting my process and just sharing like my trials and errors and things that I have learned along this journey. So again, I am not a professional, but if you are someone like me who does their own hair, or you're interested in learning how to start your locks and maintain your locks, then that's who my content is for. So if you've seen my shampoo video, similar to shampoos, y'all, I have tried a bunch of different oils these last 2 years on my lock journey. And while I do have a favorite oil, which I'm going to share with you guys in this video, for the most part, I've never really met an oil that I didn't like. So I understand that like different oils and products work different for people based on like hair type and hair porosity and things of that nature. And to be quite honest, I'm not too knowledgeable, and I really don't get into like the different hair types and hair porosity. I am type 4 hair, but what I will say is that regardless of what oil I use on my locks, I always get the best payoff when I hydrate my locks first. So while I do recommend finding a hair oil that you like, that works best for your hair, regardless of what hair oil you choose, you will get the best results when you hydrate your hair first. And what I mean by hydrating is that I typically like to spray my hair with water before I apply oil. If you apply oil like directly onto dry hair, a lot of the time it just kind of sits on top of the hair strands, or it sits on top of your locks. And when I don't hydrate first, I just feel like my hair doesn't feel as like moisturized and soft. So again, if you want the best results, always hydrate your hair first. Now there are times where I won't hydrate, like if I have a fresh retwist, I'm not going to spray my hair down with water and apply oil to it. In cases like that, I will, apply it on my scalp, or just, rake it through my locks or something like that. But when I'm looking to like really moisturize my locks, I always spray it first with water and then I apply the oil. And when I do my wash days, I make sure to immediately follow up with an oil after I wash my locks. So when it comes to oiling my hair, I typically oil my hair every day. If I have like a fresh retwist, again, I'll just oil my scalp and just kind of run the oils through my locks. Once my retwist gets old, I will definitely spray my hair every day with like a spray bottle and put the oils on it. Whenever I style my hair, I will spray it with the spray bottle and put the oils on it. And I'm not gonna lie, there are times when I kind of fall off and neglect my locks a little bit, but ideally I try to oil my locks at least once a day. But with that being said, I am going to move on to some of the oils that I have tried on my locks. So this first oil, if you watch my videos, you have seen this oil in multiple videos. And this is the Talia Waheed African Healing Oil. So this is probably my favorite oil for my locks out of all the oils that I've tried. Someone recommended this to me like when I was about 4, maybe 5 months into my lock journey. And I have been using this oil ever since. I am a little over 2 years now, and this is still my go-to. This is probably the one product that I repurchase the most out of all the products that I use for my locks. So I usually purchase this on Amazon or at my local beauty supplies, but it's very accessible if you are looking to get your hands on this. What I really like about this oil is that I feel like it's just like the perfect consistency. It's not too heavy, it's not too runny. It does a great job at just making my locks feel very soft and moisturized. I've used this oil for retwisting. Overall, I think it's just a great multi-purpose oil. I use this on my hair, but you can also use this on your skin. And overall, yeah, this is just my favorite oil. You know, it claims to soften, moisturize, and protect the hair. As far as the smell, it does have like a mild scent, but it's not too perfumey. Doesn't necessarily smell extra good, but it doesn't smell bad either. So yeah, all around, I think this is just the perfect oil for my locks specifically. And like I said, if you watch any of my hair tutorials, you always see this one. So the next oil is another Talia Waheed oil, and it's also another one of my favorites. When I went to my beauty supply to purchase some of these oils, they had this oil, but they were charging a little bit too much for it. So I usually purchase it on Amazon. It's a little cheaper. So I'm gonna reorder me one on Amazon, but it just wasn't gonna come in time for this video. But yes, most of the oils that I'm gonna show you guys, you can purchase on Amazon or at your local beauty supplies. Sometimes they sell them at Targets, Walmarts, and most of the oils that I'm sharing with you guys are pretty accessible. But the next oil from Talia Waheed is the Protective Styles Go Hair Go Bamboo and Coconut Milk Growth Oil. So I started using this one this past summer and I really enjoy it. So it's not just for locks, it's really just for like all protective styles, and it's supposed to promote like hair growth. The thing that I like about this one is it does kind of have like a tingly sensation. I don't have the bottle here with me, but from my memory, I feel like it has more of like a minty scent to it. As far as the consistency goes, it is a little bit more on like the runny side compared to like thicker oils. But if you are looking for like a oil that promotes hair growth, I do recommend this one. I didn't really like monitor like my hair growth, how fast my hair was growing when I used this oil, but I will say, since I have incorporated this oil into just like my overall regimen over the last few months, I just feel like these last few months I've experienced a lot of hair growth. Maybe it's from the oil, maybe it's just my genetics and my hair journey, and I'm just experiencing growth. But from the summertime when I first started using it to now, I've definitely seen a lot of growth in my locks. If you are someone like me who likes to style their hair, I would recommend this one. You know, although I try to be gentle with my hair, you know, just braiding and when you're doing different styles, regardless of how gentle you are, they do have the tendency to sometimes pull or they'll be tight. So if you are, again, if you're someone like me who does a lot of styling to your locks, I would recommend incorporating this oil into, you know, your overall lock routine. So this next oil is kind of like a oldie. I was using this oil before I was locked, when I still just had loose natural hair, and then like early on in the beginning of my lock journey, I used this oil a lot. But this is the Jamaican Mango and Lime Jamaican Black Castor Oil, and this is the extra dark. What I will say about this one is that it is on the thicker side. I prefer an oil that's like thick enough to where it coats the strands of my hair good, but loose enough to where it can maneuver throughout my locks, if you get what I'm saying. So the Jamaican Black Castor Oil, it is on the thicker side, so I just feel like it doesn't move as easily. But I will say, every time I use it, I feel like my hair is very moisturized. It can be a little heavy, so if you have like finer hair or silkier hair, it may weigh your hair down a little bit. If you're looking for a good like hot oil treatment oil, I do think that this is a good candidate for that. I also think this is a good oil for retwisting. So if you prefer to do like oil retwist, in general retwisting just doesn't last very long, but when you retwist with a oil, you really don't get that extra hold that like a retwisting gel might provide. But with this one, because it is a little heavier, I do feel like you get a little more hold than you would with a looser oil. So again, this is a oldie. I feel like there's a lot of mixed opinions when it comes to Jamaican Black Castor Oil, but this was just one of the ones that I've always kind of worked into my hair routine before I was even locked. So I feel like this is one that I just naturally kind of gravitate towards here and there. But yeah, this is the Jamaican Mango and Lime Jamaican Black Castor Oil, and I prefer the extra dark one. I honestly don't know what the difference between like the regular one and the extra dark one is. I feel like it says it's extra dark, but they always kind of look the same to me. It doesn't have much of a scent. It smells like oil, but it doesn't smell like really perfumey. It just smells like oil, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is another one that I've used on my locks. All right, so this next oil, I feel like I've heard people talk about this oil and say that it's like really not good for your locks, but this is the Feel Different Feel 99% natural blend tea tree oil. Now, what I will say about this one, is this like the most high quality oil? No, but what I really like about this one is that it's super affordable, because these oils can be a little pricey, okay? And we tend to run through hair oils pretty quickly in my household. So I like this one because it is affordable. You can usually find these at Target for like $2, and while they may not be like super high quality oils, they do provide, like, I think just basic moisture to your hair. Listen, if it gets my hair soft, it gets my hair soft. So this one I have here is the tea tree oil one, but I've also used the argan oil one, but they also come in like peppermint and all these other different blends. Again, these are just super affordable, easy to pick up. Like I said, they sell them at my beauty supply. I see them at Target. I've seen them at Walmart. And you know, they work pretty well. I will say this oil is more on like the looser side, so I wouldn't use this one to like retwist with or something like that, but they're great to travel with. If you just want to do add a little oil to your hair, I would recommend this one. I also feel like these ones smell pretty good too. So this next oil is another one that I use like early on in my lock journey, and this is the African Pride Black Castor Miracle hair and scalp sealing oil. This is another like black castor oil based oil, but it also has tea tree oil and soybean oil in it. So the consistency of the African Pride one is a little thinner compared to the Jamaican lime black castor oil, but overall this was just like a solid oil. Another one that it moisturized my hair. My hair typically feels soft when I use this. Again, if you're hydrating your hair before using the oil, chances are you're gonna get good results. So this is just one that I had used early on in my lock journey. I honestly haven't used it in a while, but I literally went to the beauty supply and I was just looking at all the different oils that I've tried, and I was just picking them all up because I wanted to do this video. So I haven't used this one in a while, but I'm definitely going to start incorporating it to see if I still like it. But this is one that I used early on in my lock journey. The smell of this one is kind of mild, but you can definitely smell like the tea tree oil in it. It has like a minty scent to it. And then the last oil for this video is going to be another Jamaican mango and lime oil, and it's their island oil, and this one has like moringa seed oil and manuka honey in it. So I just started incorporating this one maybe like a month or so ago, but the thing about this one compared to like the other oils that I've shown you guys is this one is like marketed towards locks specifically. So it says soothes and moisturizes scalp, nourishes from roots to end, strengthens locks, and it has no buildup. So yeah, I actually really like this one. I've been using it a lot lately. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm almost out of it. I feel like my locks feel super soft when I use this, and yeah, I don't really have any complaints about this one. This one also smells really good. It has like a really sweet scent to it. As far as the consistency, I think it's another great one that's kind of in between, not too thick, not too runny. So I feel like it kind of moves throughout your locks and just moisturizes them really well. But yeah, I would definitely recommend the island oil. Like I said, I've been using it for a minute and I really like this one. Guys, so these are just like the main oils that I have tried throughout my lock journey. I have tried a few other ones, but I couldn't really remember which ones I tried, or if I tried them, I couldn't remember any like real details about them. So these are just like the main ones that I have used on my locks. For the most part, most of these oils that I showed you guys, I have repurchased. So they're not just like oils that I buy kind of like on a one-time off thing and just never used again. Honestly, I recommend all of them that I've shown you guys. Another thing I want to talk about is buildup. The commenter who asked me to do this video on the oils also asked if I could talk about like buildup with any of the oils, and personally I haven't experienced any noticeable buildup with any of these oils. Any buildup that I have noticed on my hair was either like on my hairline from like edge control, or it was from using like a retwisting product. But from the oils that I use, I personally haven't seen or experienced any noticeable buildup. And honestly, that's another reason why I would recommend like hydrating your locks with water before you oil them. So not only does hydrating your locks with water help keep them moisturized, it also helps reduce any potential buildup in your locks. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. So let me know some of your favorite oils to use on your locks down in the comment section. Also, if you have any requests for my next lock chat video, definitely let me know. But yeah, that is going to be it. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Snatched by Sharmel, and I will see you beautiful people in my next video. Bye.